Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and welcome to day 8 of the 10-day wire earring making challenge. So there's a lot of tutorials out there for roses, for earrings and rings and everything, and I've done a couple myself, but I wanted to change it up a little bit and do a kind of a rose that's very similar to how my daughter used to draw her roses. I just thought it's really sweet and pretty. So I'm going to make some different kind of rose earrings. What you're going to need for this project is 20 gauge wire, your earring hooks, and your tools. So this is a pretty free-form project. You guys can just have fun with it. We're going to take about a 12-inch piece of wire and start a little off to the side, and we're going to just start by doing a kind of spiral type thing. So you're just going to start by making these kind of spirals going in and out. You could kind of bend it with your finger a little bit too, and depending on how big you want the earring to be, let's just put it out like a few times. It looks nice when there's like a little bit of interest with it, so you do want to spiral it around a few times, and then it's going to look, you know, something like this. And you can curve that edge over a bit too. So we're just going to start with that, and then we want to do on the other side, so we'll do the same thing. So we're just going to start very free form, bring it around. Don't worry if they're not exactly the same, we can deal with that after, but the idea is just to kind of practice doing like spirals around and keeping them loose, so it kind of looks like when you look on top of a rose and it has that kind of spiral look to it. So this is just a really different way to do the roses. I know a lot of you have tried roses that are done, you know, kind of the twisted around rose, but this is just a way to do almost like a silhouette of a rose. So we're going to bring that around, and then once you have that sort of basic kind of oval type silhouette, then we're going to, let's bring them up to each other here so we have an idea of where we have to bend it, just to compare it, and just start by bending this down and out a bit, and then flip it, and just where it hits the edge there, down and out a bit. So we have sort of a basic shape of the rose, adjusted a little bit if you have to. Okay, so we're just going to start with that, and then we'll do the same with this one, and then we can compare it after to see how it's doing. So down and out, and then this one too, a little bit down and out. So once we have sort of that basic top shape like that, then we can compare them. If you find one is too wide, you can adjust it, but it should be pretty good. So we're going to stack one on top of the other. This is sort of my favorite earring hack. So this makes sure that they get about the same size. So if we stack one on top of the other, then you can get your larger round pliers, and then just at whatever height you want the rose, just bend it around. So that way at least you know it's going to be the right height. They're going to be the same on both sides. And then what you can do is you want to bend it down for the stem. So if we bend this down here, make sure it's centered, bend that down, okay, here, and then we can just give it a bend where the leaf is going to be. So if we're just, depends how long you want it, so let's say about a 1/4 inch. You can measure it on a ruler if you want, and then bring that up here. You just curve it with your finger, and then wherever you want the end of the leaf to be, and then bring it down in between the two wires. So we're going to bring it down here, okay, around there, and then for the next one we're just going to go like a little bit below there and bend it up again, okay, up like that, and then at around the same length, it's about a 1/4 inch, bend it here, and we're still going to the middle there so it doesn't get tangled up. Bring it here, and then bring that, just give it a little bend down, and then you want it the same height, so just give it a little bend where you want the height to be. So already you have the measurement of the height of the rose, and so what you want to do now is just take this part here get your round pliers again. So we're going to bring this around. Okay, so it's about the same position. Okay. If you have to like bend it in a little bit more, you can. And then we want to twist that around. So bring it in here. Okay, bring it like right there so it looks like it's a good sort of the stem is centered there. Bring this around to the front. Okay, we have it around to the front. And then you want to make this kind of little dip line up there. So we're going to take this, bring it up, and then just give it a little curve here. Okay, little curve here. And then you could bend this to the corner here. See the corner at the back? So we're going to bend that around, bring it in, and give that a clip. Okay, give that little clip to the back, in here, push it in, and then to finish this end here, just hold this in your hand, rotate this to the back, so it's going to be pointing to the back, and then bend it up. Okay, we're going to bend it up, and then follow that line here. You could clip it there, but this might pull out of place, so just hold it like that so it's to the back, and then get your flat pliers and hold them right below that line. So there's like a wire width space like above it. So hold it in place and then bend that and twist it around like right underneath where that other twist was. So we're going to twist that around there and clip it. And there we have our beautiful little rose. And you could make the stem longer if you want. You can make this smaller. There's no real rules about it. Depends on how you want it to look. And then just take your hook, open up your hook, and then I would just hang this in the back here. You can just stick it into the back. And if it sits on a bit of an angle, it's totally fine. It's cute like that. So there you have your rose. So for the other rose, you could bring the wire to the opposite side as you did the first one, wrap it around, and then do your curve to the opposite side, just to give it a little bit of asymmetry. So you see one line goes to one side and one line goes to the other. So there we have our super cute little rose earrings. Thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more DIY wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to join the Facebook group, we have the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club, where we share all kinds of photos of our work and inspiration. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelries. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to join my mailing list, you can sign up. I'll put the link below, and I'll send you my free Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks so much for watching. If you're joining the challenge, be sure to join the Facebook group, and if the challenge is over, no worries, you can still join our Facebook group or check out the event page for creations that people have made in the challenge. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.